as a proper sword as she
Mm-hmm.
steps up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it's the lady's turn. She takes a step back and casts a spell.
Can she do that while the what is the agonizing thing? The pain thing? What's
Oh
the
yeah,
pain
she
thing?
has to pass a
Oh
concentration
right,
check.
all right. No, no,
Yes.
she's going to howl as a move action, take a 5-foot step as a free action, and then cast a spell as a standard.
She can howl as a move action. That's it.
Yeah. If an affected creature spends a move action screaming, can act without any other penalties for the remainder of its turn.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
So she is screaming loudly as she takes a step back, and then her screams turn into an incantation as she calls upon the unholy power to smite you, nasty people. A cold, cloying miasma of greasy darkness falls over you. Let's see the 20-foot radius spread. I guess I can only get you guys in here, these three. Only good and neutral are harmed. So make of that what you will, but you did 22 points of damage to good creatures.
Is there a will save? No.
Um, Wait, let me figure this out. Was so it's 22 to good. It's 15 to neutral. And it's a will save, yes.
Okay, I get +1 with the cloak of resistance.
That is already in there.
Okay. Let's do it. A will save from Evelyn. And Montianu is going to be using his Charmed Life to get an additional at his charisma modifier, so another +2. Come on, where's your sheet? So 15 for him.
Okay, so Montiano and Gaia fail, and Evelyn made it her save. Okay, let's try again. So it's 22 to a good creature who fails their save, and they will be sickened for 4 rounds. If you made yourself your save, you are not sickened, and you only take 11 points of damage. And if you are neither good or evil, you are not sickened anyway. And you take half damage of that again, so that's only 5 points of damage.
So
how much
Evelyn takes 5.
Yeah, and Gaia, who is
Guy takes the full 15, right?
you take 22. I don't know why it says 15 at the top. It's 22.
And Montiano is not good, so he just takes 10?
He is not good, so he takes half of that, which is 11.
11. And he is also sickened? Because he
He's
failed.
not
He's
sickened.
He's not sickened. Okay.
All right.
Sickened.
That was easy. Arronax.
Okay. Well, I guess I will try to resolve this situation. Try to move in. That's difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Skulls.
Yeah.
That's 40 feet. My bombs have a range of 20, so that would be -2 to attack, right? Out of range.
Yes.
So yeah, I think I will try to just chuck the bomb at her.
Okay.
be one attack. Well,
That's a
so
miss.
that's okay. So I suppose I'll have to just.
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goes here, and then it goes one more because it's within the second increment. And this is where it goes off. So Evelyn takes the splash damage.
I
A
think I can.
reflex save.
I think I can. Can I exclude her?
No, because you didn't control where you were. Like I think you can only exclude when you actually hit. Otherwise, it wouldn't really make sense.
Let me see. 1 moment.
That's a fail, so I would say you take that minimum damage, which is 10 points.
Thank you, doctor.
It will be fine. Wait. No, not yet.
Okay.
I think I want to check my mythic ability from deadly throw. Yeah, I think I will use this one too. So that would be another use of my mythic ability, and it as a swift action. I will use it to basically attack it with throw with advantage.
Hey.
And, yeah, and even if I miss, it will land still near her.
Okay.
That would be 7 bombs left. Ugh, 13.
That's another miss. And let's see where it lands, because adjacent might still bomb Evelyn. And it actually does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it lands here. Evelyn, another reflex save. That's a hit, well, success. So you take half, which is 5 points of damage.
And from the cultist.
Oh, right, because she's also in the area. That's of course correct.
And you say
Fails. Takes 4.
you say the second one hit here, right?
Yeah.
So it is 10 feet splash damage.
Oh,
right?
okay. So Monteano also needs to save.
Ah, shit. 15 feet. That's not fair.
Oh, she's 15 feet, right? But Monteano needs to save.
Does it work that way for
Yep.
splash damage?
Yep.
This is weird.
That's how the diagonals work. $17 is just enough, so he takes 5 points from that. Is that it, Doctor? Or do you want to throw one at Geier?
I'm fine.
Emaírel.
He's going to start wading through the pile of skulls. Yeah, that would be a first move. And then a second one, and that's all he can do in this turn.
Hey, Geier, your turn.
1 second. So if I do grasping corpse, how far can the corpse move? 30 feet. Aha. Perfect. So Geier is going to cast grasping corpse.
There are no corpses. Doesn't there have to be like a recently deceased
Choose
body?
a creature. It just says corpse.
Yeah, exactly. But there are no corpses. There's only splinters of bone and stuff.
I thought it would
It's
include
a-
a skeleton.
No, it's an undead. It's a destroyed undead creature, which is
Okay.
not a corpse.
Fine then. I will. No, I could rip her spirit asunder, but That could go either really well or really bad.
It's like Geier's thing.
That is very much Geier's thing. No, but I will shake her bones and make them dance inside her bones, meat, and armor.
That's fortitude.
Yep, 18 fortitude save.
Fails.
Yes. So now she is, as Geier dangles a marionette with her bones, she is wreaked in pain, and she takes 3d6 points of damage plus 1d6 per 2 caster levels. Is that
76.
Oh shit. Okay. That is 76. Oh, I thought I had it. $76.
28 is enough to take her down. But since you were already planning on taking her or capturing her, I'm just gonna say she falls unconscious, starts to bleed out. Doesn't die right away.
You
You
see
want
her bones start to move against the
Yeah.
will of her body in non-natural spasms.
Yeah, and you can see them like rub against the skin and kind of poke out,
Ew.
and then there's the very nasty cracking sounds, and she collapses. But do you want to stabilize her, or do you just want to leave her?
I will leave that to the good doctor.
This is interesting turn of phrase you used here.
The moment her like body stops responding, and
Sorry.
and Geier
Step
feels he's
away.
just controlling the skeleton, he lets go of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Are you gonna let her die, or do you want to
Well, I mean,
stabilize her?
she did send a horde of skeletons on us and cast an holy blight on you guys. I mean, aside from interrogating her, why shouldn't we just let her die?
Want to
We
know what
absolutely
she
need to
knows.
interrogate her.
Huh?
We need to know what she knows,
Very important.
why she's here, what she's planning to do, where she's coming from. Anything will be better than just dying.
Fine.
Please just keep her
Mis-
alive.
Mr. Montiano, Emaírel, please gather around. I think I have an apology to make to you. And so, Aronax will charge. I suppose I have only one bomb left. My heal for my main healing bombs. Please, Lady Evelyn, do not escape that far. I need to apologize to you too. I will use Cure Serious Wounds on Emaírel, and I charge a bomb with it, so that will be 24 to him,
Ooh.
and
Nice.
minimum damage, minimum splash to others, that would be 10 to me and Whispering Way Cultists and Mr. Montiano.
Okay. Give me a second here.
It's odd how you can heal people by smashing a bottle on their head.
I know it's
Yeah, you should be more careful with that.
it is a rare skill. Now,
It's called phrenology or
Mhm.
something, when you put bumps and dents on people's heads to
Well.
make them feel better.
I leave the
All right.
prison.
So as you I guess you heal her.
Mhm.
Assuming you do that after you bind her or something.
That would be ideal.
Yes.
Do you have some way to restrain her?
I have fish hooks.
Yeah, good.
We do have rope.
That's a
Right.
terrifying comment.
I was just remarking earlier before you showed up. Like I was looking at my gear and I was like, oh yeah, I got 2 fish hooks. That didn't know.
I even have the nice silk rope.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you tie her with silk rope, and then heal her. And when you do that, Duristan pops out from his hiding place, and he's like, "Are you mad? You can't help these people. Don't you see what they're doing with the dead? They're digging them up from the soil and then make them walk around. And you just
Dad, don't you have somewhere else to cower?
I assure you, Lord Duristan, we are not helping her. Fact,
Well-
as a matter of fact, we are denying her the death that she is so eager to embrace.
Well, it certainly is your decision, but hurry! I fear that we may are drawing attention to ourselves. Let's rush towards the mill.
Yeah, as Lady Evelyn comes closer, Aronax places his hand on her shoulder, and I channel fast healing into her for 15 hit points.
Oh, that almost makes up for the damage that you dealt to me today.
Yes, in fact, it accounts exactly for it.
Does not account for the emotional damage, though.
Well, you're a specialist in that. I guess you should physician heal thyself.
Alright, so are you gonna follow Duristan to meet with the mercenaries?
Yes, we're coming, Duristan.
Alright, so who's gonna carry the curate?
Not I.
Mr. Montianu?
Alright, so he shoulders her, and you follow Duristan. It's not too far from here to the building that's labeled as F9, which is clearly an old mill of some sort. Wait a second. It's actually 2 interconnected barn-like buildings, and Duristan walks up and then looks around if there's any movement around, and knocks quietly on the door, and you don't hear any response. But then he between the cracks in the door, he pushes his mouth against it, and then he kind of in like a stage whisper says, "It's me, your generous employer. Open the doors. I have friends with me. You know, the ones I told you about from the woods." And then there's just more silence, and then finally you hear something being unbarred inside, and then Duristan turns around one more time, looks at you and says, "Okay, come on." And he pushes the doors open, steps inside. You look over your shoulder as well, move inside. And it's kind of dark in there. Just what little light is falling in from the outside, and outside it's not really that light anyway. Also, it's like just stars and the moons are out. And you walk into this sort of barn-like room, high wooden ceiling, huge millstone occupying the center of the room. And you put down the curate, who's like struggling against her binds and against the gag you put in her mouth. And you look around, and there's nobody here. And then you hear the floorboards creak. And from the shadows step, one at a time, 2 more wolves with a wicked grin on their face. And they say, "Not bad, Duristan. Your first prey." And you hear like a grunting sound, and then from behind the millstone, another wolf steps up, and he says, and you hear Duristan's voice when he growls, "That bitch betrayed me. Didn't help me at all. But I have to say, I kind of like this." And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Well,
That scheming bastard.
Well, for a werewolf hunter, he seems to be taking pretty well to, to becoming a werewolf. Yeah, well.
Great. Awesome.